So the Kafka brokers store the data that comes from the producers, and the basic unit of data transfer in Kafka is the message. The message is sometimes called the record, and it's basically one unit of data that the producers send, the brokers can store on disk, and the consumers read. So a message is fundamentally a key-value pair, and Kafka stores all the data as a byte arrays. That means we need to serialize data to byte arrays when writing data into topics, and we need to deserialize data from byte arrays when we consume data from topics. So it's important to know that keys and values are both unstructured and untyped inside the cluster itself, but from the point of view of producer and consumer, from the client applications, if they use a typed language, keys and values can have a type. So in general, the producers serialize the data from the data type used by the client into byte arrays, and the consumers deserialize the byte into data types used by the client. Inside the Kafka cluster, messages are organized into topics. Topics are named queues, named pipes of messages. There is an analogy to the database tables, but remember that Kafka is not a relation database. So Kafka uses topics to organize and categorize messages into ordered groups. The developer can decide which topics exist. By default, a topic is auto-created when it's first used. By default, Kafka auto-creates a topic whenever a client attempts to produce, to consume, or to fetch metadata from a topic that does not exist. You may need to change this behavior in production, for example, by disabling the auto-create topics property on the server. There are no limitations in terms of how many producers can write to a topic or how many consumers can read from a given topic. So there is no one-to-one relationship. Many producers can write to a topic, many consumers can read from a topic. But there are some implications to keep in mind that we will see in the next videos. Also, there is no fixed limitation regarding the number of topics you can create except the system resources of the server. Thanks for watching this video, I hope it was helpful, and if it was, don't forget to like it. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you and see you in the next video.